Good morning, everyone, and welcome to this episode of How in the Heck Did That Happen from the Palmer's Second Chance Ranch here in beautiful Mount Vernon, Texas. In our section is not really the Piney Woods, but it's considered the Piney Woods of East Texas. But so I have something Jackie and I cannot figure out how in the world this happened. I mean, we know the trees. Well, I'll show you here in a second, but I want you to look at these pictures right quick. You see this picture here. So we're looking at this dead tree right here, and this picture is probably, I don't know, 8-9 months old, from last winter, and so those lower limbs there have already fallen off. So all that was left was the main trunk and that branch on the very top sticking out to the right. And this is looking from right here. So as you can see, you can't see the top of that tree now, but we'll get to that in a minute. And so here's a little bit closer look at what that tree looked like. And you see we had a couple of ducks sitting up there. So anyway, so I'm gonna walk out there, and sometime last night at between 6 and, I don't know, 9 o'clock, 9:30. I didn't notice it because I had gone to the lodge meeting and came back and didn't notice it. But Jackie got home and we were standing there getting the coffee and stuff ready for this morning. And she looked out the dining room window and said, "Did our tree break again?" Well, as a matter of fact, yes, it did. So here's the conundrum that I need you internet sleuths to help me with. As you can see, those limbs, that top limb that went straight up and off to the right, basically parallel with the road that you see behind it, that fell off. Here's the trunk, okay, right here. What's left, and you can see it's hollow. Big piece of the tree here, but it fell off of the very top up there. The limb that was sticking out to the right, which is that top piece that the ducks are sitting on, is right there on the ground in the middle. Okay, so my conundrum is, how did this giant piece of trunk, as you can see here, how did it fall from up there, okay, and land 30 feet away? Because this is the end that was actually on the tree. So not only did it flip, okay, it flew somehow. I mean, because if you look, other than right here at the tree, I mean, there are no indentions in the ground. There's this piece here that's stuck in the ground, obviously. But as you can see, distance-wise, it's a good 10 to 15 feet away from the main trunk. Okay. And then again, this is the piece that was sticking out on the top that the ducks were sitting on. Okay. So, and if you look around here, you can see, I mean, there are no indentions in the ground anywhere. Okay. That was the very top of the tree that this branch was attached, or that this piece was attached to. So, in the world did that massive, probably 1,000-pound, 1,500-pound piece of wood go from way up there to all the way over here, facing the opposite direction? There was no wind, no storms, no nothing. I mean, it was a nice, sunny, hot day here in East Texas yesterday. So absolutely no clue how that fell from up there to over here facing this way specifically, especially. I mean, there's just no logical explanation. I mean, there is a little bit of a divot right there, but given how large that piece of wood is, it should, and given all the rain we've had in the last week, this ground is soft. It should have been sunk in the ground. I mean, there should be divots all over the place, and there's not. So any of you internet sleuths out there, I'm open to suggestions. We do live in East Texas. Maybe Bigfoot did it. I don't know. Maybe it was aliens. I don't know. I just honestly am befuddled by how that could have occurred. So anyway, drop your ideas in the comments. I'm curious to see what anybody else thinks, what their ideas are, how in the world it possibly could have happened. And y'all have a blessed day, and we'll talk to y'all soon. Love y'all. Bye.